Let's see, at Godzilla, at Bolt, DCUO for 1 hour. Let's see, so I'm outside Gotham University. You're right. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Well, I guess not the stream. The voice chat is good to have you. Let's see. So it seems like the dudes may not be online just yet. Oh, I missed the last thing you said. How was the food? The food was good. Yo, Bolt, welcome. Is Dave Are you free for some DCUO? Let's see, I'm gonna head back to the police station. That way I can meet up with you guys when you're around. How's your day so far, my guy? I hope that you slept well, my dude. Enjoyed the night. Yo, Godzilla. Well, Godzilla, how are you doing today?
Blah said I've been watching the original Clone Wars micro series.
Cool. I hope you're enjoying it. Brian, I asked you a little bit earlier when we were on the phone how you're doing. But how are you doing now? Any updates?
Said it's pretty epic.
Indeed. I watched it back in the day, and then I watched it like again with my dad, like on DVD, also back in the day. But later. I just saw a guy who looks kind of like he's trying to...
Wolf said if you watch it all like that, it isn't micro.
Yo, Rap King, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Feel free to join the Discord call. I don't know why, but last time you joined the Discord call, I had trouble hearing you.
Blah said technically.
Let's see. So I'm back at the police station. I'm gonna talk to Shazam. Shazizzy. The Shazoster. This person is a lantern. And I mean, they kind of just look like a lantern. It's interesting to see people who will change their color scheme to like match their lantern cord.
Congratulations! You stopped Faust from stealing the power of Shazam. And Black Adam has lost ISIS once again.
What he was trying to do?
I hope he learns from this and does not take revenge.
Yeah, I hadn't been paying attention to what the mission was, so...
Bad Wolf said especially Volume 2, which has the Battle of...
I've got an urgent call from Fire in the East End police station. She spotted Omax cyborgs in Gotham and is calling in for backup. Batman is already on the alert. Talk to Fire and she'll contact you when you're on site.
Well, I will add you to the group right now. So I'm sending you the invite. And I'll also share with you the mission. Let's see, so it wants me to go to the East End GCPD station. I guess before I do that, I'm gonna do like a quick gear review. Make sure that I have like all repairs taken care of and I've sold everything that I don't need and stuff like that. Rap King said...
Blah said everyone. Khorasan.
Rap King said, who is stronger, Firestorm or Starfire? Firestorm, most definitely. He can transmute matter. I feel like he could straight slide Starfire, as long as he didn't get speed blitzed, because Starfire is pretty strong, and she is very fast. Who do you guys think would win in that? Starfire or Firestorm?
I mean, I would like to give Firestorm the benefit of the doubt.
Bad Wolf said Blackfire.
I think it'll be Starfire.
Interesting. What if Firestorm creates like a protective field of like nuclear radiation around him? Like, do you think he could fend off Starfire from like encroaching?
I mean, I don't think so.
That's fair. I mean, I imagine maybe just
Globula said
most.
TTS. Bitch, did you mean to say croissant but with a candidate? Get fucked, bitch, it's Karuskin now. Bad Wolf said encroaching up his ass.
Kitty said watching while doing homework. Best of luck with your homework, Kitty, and welcome. It's good to have you on the stream. Kitty said Globula would win. Let's see. I think I already have those demonic pants. I'm gonna just trash them. Silicon wafer. Don't really care about that. Let's see. I'm gonna call
Globula
it the
said who's
helmet.
Globula?
You already know who you are. Let's throw that away. Keeping that. Gonna get rid of the R&D scanner. I don't really want that.
Bad
Ooh.
Wolf replied to Globula some audiobooks or some shit from back in the day before the prequels also pronounced it different.
Okay, almost have everything. Yo, welcome, Rap King. Good to have you, my dude.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, no problem.
Do you think Firestorm is overpowered?
Ooh, that's a good ass question. Okay. So I don't think Firestorm is necessarily overpowered. A lot of times they try and nerf him a little bit by making it where he can't transmute organic matter, which I think is kind of interesting because we see him do stuff like turn bullets into flowers. Essentially
Anything I can help
saying
you
if
with?
the thing starts as inorganic, he can make it organic, but he can't necessarily do it the other way around. Like, he can't turn, like, flowers into bullets. And while that seems like it wouldn't be too big of a deal, the fact that you can then just make everyone he fights be like a living thing kind of makes it hard. You know, like, he can beat Superman by turning the environment around Superman into, like, kryptonite, but he can't just straight up, like, make Superman into an inanimate object or some shit like that. Though he has turned people to stone before with his radiation.
Reminds me of what I've heard of Adam Eve's powers.
Globula said, do you think Red Tornado can beat Thanos?
Red Tornado's a fucking god. What's like the best Thanos feat? Because I'll be honest, Red Tornado could probably straight slide Thanos.
So which Thanos are you talking about? Are you talking about like comic Thanos, like MCU Thanos? Like in terms of like feats and stuff?
That's a good question. Are you using like composite Thanos?
Globula said, let's say MCU.
Big question. The DCUO versus
Well, I mean, he did use the Infinity Stones and stuff.
So we're
Like,
going.
is that what you mean? Like, do you mean like without the Infinity Stones?
That is a good question as well. But he doesn't use his powers like a god.
Globula said, let's say with at least the Power Stone.
With at least the power stone. I still think my boy Red Tornado straight slides him pretty hard. Ooh, Gargat. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting ass question. He's an android with an air elemental inside of him, so he is like part like living thing, part machine, which would make you think a cyborg, but the part living thing isn't really biological or human.
Globula said, Red Tornado versus Storm.
That's fair. The ghost in the shell like concept. It's very interesting.
You think Red Tornado's stronger than Cyborg?
Ooh.
God of technology.
Okay, so Cyborg and Red Tornado both kind of have some interesting hacks.
Like, which version of like Cyborg is he talking about? You know, like, does he have like a mother box? You know, like,
Oh, Teen Titans television show Cyborg?
or like New 52 Cyborg. You know, like which Teen Titans Cyborg? Because you could be like the DC MAU movies.
They don't matter.
Cyborg.
It didn't matter which. I mean, I feel like it does matter which Cyborg, because they're just all kind of different.
Like, the Teen Titans cartoon Cyborg doesn't have like a mother box, so you can't like do all these like moves.
You know about the OMAC
What's
virus?
the strongest cyborg?
It infects regular
The
people and
strongest
turns them
cyborg in
into
the comics is
cyborgs.
probably like
Cyborgs who
just
want to kill anyone
comic
with
book cyborg. Because now
superpowers or
there's
skills.
just they're doing the thing where
Anyone.
like everyone remembers
Superman,
everything, so everything
Batman,
happened.
me,
So every
you,
like
all
There
of
still
us.
are like other
We
versions.
have to stop the OMACs
yeah, but the
before they
current
spread.
version would technically be like all the older Earth Zero stuff put together. You know what I mean? It's weird.
We're talking about the new cyborg versus Red Tornado.
Versus Red Tornado. New 52 Cyborg versus Red Tornado. It's kind of hard to say, I guess, because what makes Red Tornado kind of hacky is that his air elemental can create illusions, but they're essentially just real. Like they're not fucking illusions. He's just manipulating reality essentially, and he's done stuff like I create illusions of the Justice League, and they're just as powerful as the real Justice League, and if they all work together, they can hit you so hard they send you into like the antimatter universe or whatever. So I'm like, oh, if he does that, he should probably be able to dig Cyborg. But because he's a machine, Cyborg's whole thing is like, I'm connected to literally every machine, and I just have the power to like dig machines. So it's like, I don't know, because
Lavela said, does New 52 Gargak remember himself in other universes?
New 52 Gargak.
Well, it depends, like, if Gargak was around in, like, the new, like, update of, like, they remember everything. Because if they just, like, wrote him out of the story, you know, before that, like, he could just not be around to remember everything.
I think there wouldn't be a New 52 Gargak, because we all created our characters in, like, Rebirth era or whatever. Or really, was it Infinite Frontier? We were probably building our characters in Infinite Frontier
Yeah,
era.
but, like, isn't there, like, that New 52 universe that's still going out there somewhere?
Yeah, but we didn't build them in that universe.
You can still go there and create Gargak.
That's true. Well, create Gargak, because that implies that we go there and then we, like, birth him somehow.
Yeah.
You're like, that's the plan.
Like, with the, you go to New 52 Gargak. Or, you go to the New 52 world with the X-Men guys.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Yeah, but then you gotta go to the worlds that have Marvel people on them.
Right, like, it's gonna be a whole, like, setup you gotta do beforehand.
I mean, you don't have to go to the X-Men world just to, like, clone people. I imagine, like, maybe Cadmus could hit you up.
Like a DC egg layer?
Cadmus could just clone him. Why do we need an egg? What is this egg talk?
Egg, man, egg.
The egg is aesthetic. You need the egg.
The egg.
Kitty said Red Tornado versus Scarlet Witch.
Power of the red. Fight of the
I see where you're
Scarlet.
Sure. Or the red. I mean, Red Tornado has red. Either way. Red versus Scarlet. You could do it like that. Both of them are really hacks. I don't know. It seems like a speed thing at a certain point.
They both have the power of red, which seems to be reality manipulating. You can do her thing. You can do like his Justice League thing. You get like that Infinity Stone. They change the color of the Reality Stone to be red.
Lavela said Kabaza versus
Like
Black
red is
Widow
reality.
wins.
Kitty says Scarlet Witch for the win. I think it's a speed-based thing. Like, well, if it's a speed-based thing, then Red Tornado should. Like, as soon as I said that, changed my whole mind. He could just make an illusion of the Flash. Scarlet Witch doesn't have time to do anything. I'm not at the mission yet. I'm, like, in the direction of the mission.
Who is Kabaza?
Kabaza's... No. Red Tornado is an air elemental inside of an android. Kabaza is my Golem character that I'm playing as in DC Universe Online. Black Widow probably has a really high score in fighting skills, which Kabaza definitely doesn't.
She can shoot him. She can shoot him with a gun.
Being shot with guns doesn't really matter. We get shot in this game all the time. We're fairly bullet resistant. Plus I'm like made of stone. Excuse me. She probably has a really high fighting skill. I wouldn't be surprised if Black Widow was like a 7 fighting skill. Her intelligence is probably learned or gifted. So the Marvel Powers grid, everything goes up to 7, with the highest stat total being 42. So I could see her being like a master of all forms of combat. There's 6 stats, and they each max out at 7. That's why the stat, like,
this is
max
Batman.
is 42.
The OMAC virus is a deadly threat. But there is more.
So I could see her
the virus
being maybe like
was
a 7
unleashed by my own
skills.
creation. The Brother MKI satellite.
That means that you've
Now
mastered
rogue,
all forms of
it calls
combat.
itself Brother Eye. I believed it to be deactivated and destroyed. I must find
Really?
why and
Why
how
not? Like,
it has
that'd
sprung
be
to
weird,
life.
actually.
For
Let
now,
me Google.
I need you to
Well,
destroy
like,
its spy
7.
drones and help
Like-
any citizens
Like,
it may
is
be
she on, like,
targeting.
the level of, like,
Level
4?
of Federal Rights I got a mission to East GCPD station.
Ball. And let me make sure, once again, that I've shared the mission with you. Yeah. Hell yeah. The fuck? So Black Widow's like a trained spy or whatever. And Catwoman in some iterations was like, I was a prostitute and now I like steal stuff. Like she doesn't do the Batman thing where she like traveled the world and got all this
Mission
expertise.
on fire is what I have.
Ballin'.
Yeah, another version, she's more like a cat burglar type who might be able to fight stuff, but like probably not at like that level.
Oh, are we already doing the mission? I started earning stuff, and I was like, oh, I guess we're doing the, because I was waiting on a rooftop.
Now initiating defense sequences.
Not on the level of Black Widow. Because I think Black Widow, does she like Lady Shield or something? Like, does she have any really good feats?
Data 072. I detect part of the Olympics. A satellite.
I need your help.
It's normally like,
Communication capabilities.
she lands on them and they kiss or some shit. Like, it's less than...
Yeah, and then she like jumps off the building and flies away or something like that. Probably not. Yeah, or Batman just lets her like walk away.
System recovery in progress.
Yeah.
You know, but like they just never like he doesn't even know he's like unconscious or something.
I'd say Catwoman's probably experienced, like on the Marvel Powers on fire.
What is the power level for Captain America?
Like his total. I've covered him in a video, but I don't remember his total off the top of my head. Comparable to Batman.
Level of Fed awesome.
Or it's more than Batman.
Fire.
What were you saying, Ryan?
Like, does that have like the 7?
Superhuman engaged.
Cap and Batman.
Oh, well, yeah, let me look up Black Widow. Because I was about
This
to...
is like a power scaling field.
That drone was yanking data on my superpowers and weaknesses.
I think she's mastered all forms of combat, but I could just be wrong. Just straight up. And this fight, if she has the 7, yes. If not...
Thanks, buddy.
If she has the 7, yeah, like I still gonna stick to that. If she doesn't know every form of martial
Got
art,
a gun.
she said a fist fight.
Shoot him in the chin.
He said fist fight, right?
Yeah, but she's got like the guns like on her wrist, so she can shoot him while punching him in the face,
No,
in the chin, and then he's dead.
it's a fist. No, you. Yeah, he disabled him with his bad EMP, right? Because the EMP will shoot like a bat, and it also summons bats. That's what I would guess.
Like the electromagnetic pulses, that shit. What's
Like when they show it in a cartoon, I could imagine it coming out like a bat shape. You telling me they wouldn't do that? I feel like that's something they would do, just to stylize it. I
But what do you mean by normal
Lalo
clothes?
said both of them are in normal clothes, no armor, no nothing. Who wins, Batman or Catwoman?
Batman and Batman.
Superhuman.
Batman fucking owns the shit out of Catwoman. They're I don't know about
Defense system recovery in progress.
Black Widow's power. Don't fuck me on this. The whole page is still trying to load it. Where's her power grid at?
Please.
Oh, she's a 6. She has not mastered all forms of combat. She's like right under that.
Lalo said I don't see you guys.
Now initiating defense sequences.
You don't think he's on the same floor?
I am so weak.
Oh, man,
Can you help me?
I'll do the phase with your boy Gargak. It says he's already in the desired phase. It also says that he already is assigned to the same mission as us. He should be in the...
Batman did create the Brother Eye satellite, but he also destroyed it when it went crazy and decided every superhuman needed to die. For it to somehow reactivate itself is a very bad
I
sign.
feel like Batman should have like an edge. Because he just knows more
Lalo
fighting
said,
stuff.
wait, where are you guys?
This is
In
Batman.
Gotham?
The Omax are attacking heroes and
Do you
villains
remember
gathered
the
at
specific
Nightstone.
district we're in?
Don't worry about the villains for now. We'll need every last hand. The Omax are armed with superpowers of their own, and they will quickly adapt to your attacks. Just
believe you're
remember,
right.
there are people inside those shells that we may be able to save.
I think he's right.
Good luck.
He's in Gotham. Let's see. One of the in-comics full report for Cap. Oh! Oh, if they're comparable, that doesn't make sense. So Cap isn't a 7. Cap's a 6. But Cap's supposed to be comparable to Batman. And I think Batman should be a 7? Because they explicitly are like, Batman travels the world and he like learns everything.
I mean, he learns, like, martial arts a good deal, but, like, everything?
Well, we're talking about in fighting skill. So like, a 7 in fighting
Yeah, but, like,
skill just
everything
means...
is, like, just, like, what, like, you
Oh,
think, like,
martial arts.
alien planets, learn, like,
Omax are created using a direct injection of a fast-acting nanosheet solution.
To be honest, there are people that you could interact with on their
Green Lantern rolls up. Yeah, this is the Green Lantern. You know, all the Green Lanterns that we don't need Which is what we're teaching a team Batman, because he ain't gonna give you that ring. You know he ain't gonna use the 5 kryptonite, so might as well.
Defense system recovery in progress.
I don't know, maybe the fact he would be like
Good.
a superhero
He has Dionysian.
with superpowers.
I was actually talking to Kitty about this.
Damage threshold.
Because Batman just does have Dionysium, like, makes him like a peak human.
Down low though.
Don't bring up his but Batman's a peak human because of the Dionysium. Like, he shouldn't be too old, even with all this training and shit. You found Killer Frost? Fun fact, that's like a Firestorm villain. That's like where Killer Frost is. Firestorm.
Cannot stop us.
I just kind of assumed she was like a Superman villain or something. Oh, yeah, I think you're just right. I think you should probably... Hey, Gargak! Yeah, no, I think you're 100% right. We're not in a boss level, so if you see a boss-ass nigga in a non-boss level, you don't fuck with him. I think that's the rule of thumb. Hey, teamwork. Phoenix, now that I think about it, since Batman does have that Dionysian, he is even more like Captain America in this regard. Kitty said...
You see, Captain America is a superhero.
So...
I'm from Wayne Biotech on behalf of the Gotham Public Health System. I can't get close enough, but if you could gather samples of the cybervirus for me in these secure ampules, it would help our research greatly.
He's not. Are you guys doing the side mission as well? There's a thing where you can defeat the OMAX to obtain cybervirus samples.
Heroes, kick your ass!
Doing the side system recovery in progress. Kitty said you guys are doing great. You're almost at level 30.
Yeah, discretion is critical.
He's not like relatable humor.
I mean, he's super. Before he already wasn't relatable. Not only is he like super rich, but he's also one of the smartest men on earth. And he has like training from all these different matches, all these different and he's incredibly relatable.
Weakness unknown.
I mean, that's somewhat relatable to some people, I guess.
That's like the most important part, though. Like, you still get and it's not always that emotional trauma.
I mean, who doesn't, though? Who's out here without the emotion?
Lots of people don't have that level of emotional trauma.
Even the villains are out there taking out the OMAX. You know the situation has to be bad.
Like, tons of people aren't becoming Batman.
Yeah, but they're becoming Spider-Man.
Only an electromagnetic pulse can drive the OMAC nanovirus out of its
So
location.
they all have their own, like...
I've had EMPs airdropped into the area.
Yeah,
activate those against the OMAX, then mark the survivors for quarantine.
Superheroes can't have parents.
They'll need time and help to recover from
Brother
Brother Eye's
thinks
attack.
that she's just made of clay. She doesn't even think she has like a dad or whatever. She's wrong. It's Zeus. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's the case,
It is. Yeah, her
Yeah,
father
but
just
she
showed this.
remembers being made out of clay. Does that also happen?
True, and that also was just true.
You know, that's canon. If she's in the God sphere, does that mean there's only one of her?
Only one Wonder Woman question mark?
Data 0825.
No, we already know there's
OMAC
more than one
Directive
Wonder Woman.
1.
She's a dimwit.
Monitor and curtain. Actual continued existence of Brother Eye
Is like
satellite.
fucking all the people
Every
planets
Apollo,
across the
yes.
universe. Dozens and dozens of Wonder Woman. That's what happens.
That is what happened.
When you have the person who's only one of his parents, but not the kid.
Exactly.
I mean, everyone knows that.
System recovery in progress.
Ouch!
Weakness unknown.
Let's see. When you mentioned there's only one of them thing, it made me remember Starro is an alien.
Why do you
But he
resist?
comes from a planet that's outside of space and time. That's also outside of the multiverse. So there's only one Starro. I keep finding more and more names. There's only one of them in the whole multiverse. And I'm surprised at how many there are.
It's a dumb thing.
It's such a dumb thing, but it seems so easy to do. Just as soon as you say, did you know that Azarath is outside of like all dimensions or whatever? But there are multiple ravens. So what, is it the same mom fucking Trigon and having all these different ravens?
All the right.
How does it work? How does it work?
I mean, one of those movies is like all that.
Well, there's only one. It's outside of all dimensions.
I mean, that's the thing, right? So if you have like the comics, you get all the comic knowledge in 160 minutes, and apply to like the comics. That's fine. But you have the comics, like, over there, like, more or less fine. You can more easily control that in an in-house thing. But once you have like the cartoons and the movies and video games, it gets far less easy. Like like the only one of, and they have all these appearances. You know, so now you have like 2 Trigons in the movie, and it's like, oh no.
I'm sending Gotham PD a connection to the survivors' locations. Wayne Tech may have something to aid the recovery process as well.
Gently. Call them out when they start doing the like their 2 video thing.
We have no choice. We must take out Brother Eye.
I see.
From an old data link to the satellite, it seems that part of it's hidden in Gotham's sewers, using the tunnels to send Omax out into the city. It's resisting all my efforts to shut it down.
Like maybe it's
We'll
not
need to go in
that
and use
status
multiple
quo,
EMPs to
like
break its
somebody's
enhanced
got,
shielding.
like, one multiverse. Was like a thing they had from the beginning.
Marvelous said Life of Gargak Reed.
Or for like a really long ass time, you know? Then they could like more like firmly like establish and everyone would like remember that that's supposed to be the thing. But I feel like it's not even like that like big of a thing that they would remember on their own, like without a gym lead, you know? Or like it's not like a like when people like know about comics, and even people familiar enough with like DC probably don't know about like the God Sphere and all this shit, right? Necessarily. So like I don't know how firmly established it needs to be.
They need to drop a book that's like the history of the DC universe. Gargak, come over to the OMAC base.
What's the first like beginning of the book? Is it just like the hand? Or is it some like pre-hand shit?
You better go pre-hand if you're gonna do history of DC. You kinda have to.
Like in what order? Like chronological or like
Chronological.
Publication?
Chronological. Don't do publication. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Too much stuff.
I mean, that's what they already have.
So
Fire is inside, waiting for you with a device to convert the internal junction boxes into makeshift EMPs.
What's at the beginning? Like pre-hand? Like what is? Like is it like the?
You need to explain
nice to see
what the
you again.
hands are.
Try not to die
Because
on
the
me, and I'll
gods
do
that
the
make
same for you.
multiverses are like called that. So
Here's
you need to
Batman's
explain what like
device.
the 7
Use it on
forces
the
of
junction
justice and the 7
boxes
forces
to give
of
the
doom
Omax
are
a
and shit
shot.
like that.
So like some like Perpetua had?
Yeah, that's where I would go
Tell
with
me when
it.
you're
Don't try to
ready to
explain
go.
shit like the woman who created the
Let's
presence
go!
and the universe.
I'll
like,
take
don't
the
go
lead
too
and
deep.
show them
'Cause
some
of the
real
deeper stuff,
fireworks.
I feel like never comes up. So like it really doesn't matter. But Perpetua shit is hella relevant and super recent. So I'd be like, just go with that. Instead of trying to go backwards and
So like, so when they like being in that like 9th dimension.
Stop. That was. I feel like that was more relevant than the other shit.
Did it come up though?
It did in Mr. Terrific. That's just where his base is.
The Omax are blocking all my attacks.
It's like if the
They're too strong.
was in the 9th dimension.
I have to turn them. It's all up to you, querida.
Kitty said she is useless on this mission, lol. I do love her character still. I think Fire has like an interesting personality. And it's also interesting that she was what's it's something that for the human coach you don't think about, because they don't give them like a ticket. But for Fire, you just see the titties, and it's just kind of cool.
The OMAC project.
Shielding is interfering with my communications. I won't be able to contact you much longer. But be aware, Brother Eye's drones are scouting the area. Analyze their patterns and you may be able to get past without activating them.
Oh my god.
Cloth. You're naked when you're in the shower.
What if I'm a never nude?
If you were, wouldn't you tell us?
Why would we?
Why would you why would you hide it?
Why would you hide being a never nude? It'd be up to the person whether or not they're comfortable
No,
sharing
I'm talking about you.
their
I'm talking
never
about you.
nude
If
status.
you were, why would you hide it?
Oh, that's freaking stuff. Right.
So I feel like you're not just been lying this whole time, right?
Well, no one's been asking me if I'm a never nude. How is it lying? If
Well, I mentioned you've been naked in the shower before and you've never tried to, like, say nah.
Why have you been mentioning me being naked in the shower?
The thing that you do, like, every other day or something.
Every other day. Stop, I shower every
You ever
day.
gone, like, camping or something? Like, not
Not
showering?
really, no. Do you go camping?
I have not.
Not lazy.
Kitty said long. Oh, Ryan, when are you gonna get the vaccine? Now that it's open, just like all adults.
We're on the 18th.
Nice, my dude. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, like my dad kind of he was like telling everyone how to do it. Like it was like this.
Data 1,
like
2, 2, 6, blank, buddy.
Available, and then it filled up.
Former Waytech employee.
5 or 10 minutes of midnight. You know, like try to get it at like 12. So like when we're on the website, like one of the slots that we clicked on, they're like, oh no, that's filled up now. Like, oh no, we gotta do another one.
I've heard that you can cheat it. Someone said if you change your like computer's clock, it'll like trick the website.
Well, I mean,
Evaluating the threat. Damage potential significant. Intruder has not been eliminated. You have entered the presence of Brother I. Leave now, or security measures will be initiated.
Don't have to worry about people just like jumping in and grabbing.
like, they like open it up. Tried to do it before it was opened up, like what they know.
Well, from their perspective, they would think that it was just
Data
like
1, 0, 2, 4. Back.
It doesn't know that it's not
Authorized creation of the Brother Eye project out of concern that it could not adequately control or meta-powered members of the superhero community.
But yeah, so we just like the other day,
I'm not gonna. That sounds like a horrible.
what's your like W2 forms or whatever?
Personal temperature is online.
Is that they like read the tax documentation. But unlike last year, it seems like you still kind of just have to do your taxes beforehand. In Alabama, we pushed like a late fee, but we didn't necessarily push high. So like you won't get any like late fees if you need to like pay like an amount. It's like you still need to file on like normal tax day. It's kind of confusing. I didn't have any issues last year. I just did it before the push deadline. I didn't have to try it. Something. Time about some pictures.
Defense is ready. Deploying.
Brother Eye data reloaded.
Pretty good. Essentially, you can
remote location. Have a nice day.
You can like reveal a fusion monster to like add or like.
I have assimilated millions of civilizations for their planets like Krypton, an advanced society, ancient data. Once the samples are taken, of course, there is no further need for what remains. It is expendable. Inevitably, the same fate awaits the planet Earth.
In this
a primitive little orb.
They show
the Earth continues to defy me. Heroes and villains alike stand against me.
Like, why would
its champions smash my minions and crush my allies. But this is a little concern.
I did not.
But now it ends. For now, I, in turn, will take their own deadliest technology and use it against them.
He's probably seen
for no technology
like
can stand Brainiac.
Montel and Beth are like seeing each other now, which is interesting. He was telling me about that on Discord.
Have I met Montel?
You have not. Montel's someone who I've known since we were like babies. He's like a year older than me, but our parents are like family
not
friends.
Like dropped by like Station Retro like once or something? Because several people have, you know, like I don't know if he's done that.
I don't think he's done that. Whenever I see Montel, he's normally at work. He works at the Walmart. Last time I like talked to him. And he normally, like, when I ask him what have you been up to, he's like, work, school. He streams sometimes on his channel. Let's see. Blind eyes.
With Brother Eye out of commission, we can take out the remaining OMACs and stop the spread of their virus. Funny. The OMAC virus was actually derived from a different future Brainiac.
There's three
wonder...
Brave Little Toasters.
No.
One released in like the early 1990s. I think it was like 91 or something. And then the other ones were released almost like years later, like end of it.
So the reason why I want DC to release like a history of the DC, I guess cosmology, not necessarily universe book, is because Marvel did that, and I feel like it just makes sense to. What's weird is that Marvel almost didn't need to, because they've been doing the one continuity thing like the whole time. But now that DC's doing the one continuity thing, I feel like it only makes sense for them to have one. They've done it before. They did it after like one of the Crisis events, when they were like rebooting everything to make everything make sense. But they should do that again now. Now that they're like trying to say that everything happened. Do you feel like it would be
Forensic toxicology
for them to,
report.
Have, like, an
the toxins in this rose cause immediate paralysis.
No, because if they did, then people might like try and hold them to that, you know?
I mean, I guess...
And they don't seem to want to give a shit about whatever, like, Jim Lee says or whatever, so, you know, they'll probably just not do that anyway. Even, like, if they release the book, they'd probably contradict the book shortly thereafter.
I guess the issue is that they've kind of already said that everything happened. So maybe they couldn't do a book like that, because it would almost contradict that everything happened.
When you need information, you need it now. Gotham Now. What's the latest breakthrough from Wayne Tech and Gotham's Special Crimes Unit? Tune in to the Gotham Gazette's live broadcast with Vicky Vale for the news that affects Gotham.
I didn't know how powerful Starro was supposed to be, but they really wink off Starro.
I mean, you'll see how powerful he is in the new,
Suicide Squad? I mean, shit.
It's like a
it's
big
the
star.
same Starro.
Yeah. The same one from, like...
Experiment 504. The rostral anterior cingulate cortex gives us some semblance of control over our fear.
Many, like, Starros that, like, we created years before. because in like season 3 he went to find more Starros in space. Yeah.
Starro in space.
So like in Suicide Squad 2, it depends on like if it's like which Starro. You know, like a big, huge Starro, like kind of a normal Starro.
I mean, if it's a small.
Lamala said I'm excited for the tax stream
like
tomorrow.
a pretty like sizable kind of star, not like just like on your face, but not like a whole like.
It's the hero who blinded Brother Eye. I'm glad you survived. And so will others now, thanks to you.
The Spectre has gone mad and is raising spirits of the angry dead in Midtown. You must speak to Dr. Fate immediately. He's waiting for you at the Midtown Metropolis Police Station.
It was the thing that you said earlier, Ryan, where you were like, you should stream your taxes.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't do that. You said it wasn't you cheap.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Nah, me, coach.
He's just playing off of when you said I should do it. He's like seconding it, I guess.
I mean, you get outvoted, man.
I mean, that's not how this works. This isn't a democracy.
I feel it.
My stream, no democracy here.
How authoritarian of you.
There was once a time we were doing those fan polls. This is not them. Let's see.
The dictatorship.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
My goods.
Nick took away the power of the people and he thought he could appease them with AI Dungeon 2 videos.
Yo, I just got a new backpack that I'm trying
to Ooh.
Like from Dorothy.
That's my dude. I'm sharing my new mission, Fateful Omen. They want us to go to Metropolis, homie.
Do you think Metropolis is like in the Chesapeake area, like for Delaware?
No, I don't. I have no idea where it is. Kitty said doing a tax stream tomorrow? Nah, I'm not gonna stream me doing my tax.
Well, okay, so the thing about
before you go, Nick,
like Metropolis is
let me check out
there's
this
actually like limited places it can be. It's not just like actually taking the place of like a city,
I wish
right?
the jet booster went off when you
places
ran.
where there's,
I think that looked really cool.
Cities, like on the eastern like seaboard. You know, like it can't be where New York is because New York's like a thing. It can't be like where like Baltimore is because Baltimore is a thing. So it's just like less and less places. So some of the places that are pretty free, or that it could be, is like kind of like southern New Jersey, like that kind of coast, like in the Chesapeake, or like in like Delaware, where you could like expand it a bit. It's also got to be like a big city, right? So it can't just be like small. Like it's like this like big like millions of people like kind of sprawled out like urban center, right? You gotta have room for it. Like that and Gotham too.
You Ryan. Are there
we need all the aid we can gather.
Superman being
the Spectre, the spirit of God's vengeance, has launched an attack on downtown Metropolis. He has raised spirits of the vengeful dead to judge and execute humanity. Go and seek out Sentry Lita of the Sentinels of Magic, so we will start to heal this wound.
We can somewhat scale a little bit off of like some of the stuff that we've done.
What were you asking, Nick?
Are there any video essays about Superman being racist? I feel like they're like
welcome to the battle. We need warriors of your caliber for this threat. The Spectre has the power of God's vengeance to judge guilty souls, but here he has lost all mercy. I fear Circe's foul touch has turned the Spectre completely mad. Bring peace to these spirits.
One of them was Superman like confessing to all of these crimes.
I saw that when you posted
the other one was like, yeah, like that's like wow. It's on the picture. Like he confessed to like robbing a bank and like all this other
Now hold on a sec, because covers. You know the
said the evil one
Eric Larson thing?
The big bad guy.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but there's also like him like spying on Lois and all this weird creepy stuff that he does.
He does spy on Lois, that is true.
I mean, back then though, didn't they kind of just make the covers up over exaggerated?
I mean, they still do.
They do.
There was some like Seventh Dragon.
Yeah, I feel like that's hard to debate.
I mean, back then, probably just has him shooting out like little Supermans on shit. Yeah, like,
people like to bring that up as if it happened more than once.
I mean, shit's weird all the time. If you read like the special issue.
I think Silver Age is where shit gets really weird personally. That's when they're doing more sci-fi stuff, but then they also like.
In the 90s, they have all those pouches like,
Souls are vulnerable to all kinds of evil when separated from the body. You must.
This is wrath, mortal. A life ended too soon. A pilot with a sense of redemption. A police officer caught in fires of corruption. All these and more the Spectre has been.
Whoa!
But I'm thinking about reading.
I feel like myself again.
I read the first issue of it, and I was surprised that it was multiple issues, so I wasn't originally ready for that, and I haven't hit up the second issue. I also didn't know
have you ever seen The Wall?
The Source Wall?
The Wall. Page 40.
Said, hey Jet, if you could rate my outfit, what would you rate it?
It's about the new boy guy, about
Lava said, also I watched the video you said about it.
I would say that is a 9 out of 10. If 10 is exactly like Spawn, and 9 is like really close but not quite. But I like it. I dig how Spawn is and really close to Spawn.
10 blob? What's the 10 blob? Like, is that on a scale of like 10 to glob?
Well, globs is neat, but she added an extra beat, I guess, for thickness.
So she's rating it a 10, and then it equals a comma blob?
I've done taxes. But the first time I did it, and the second time
I feel like myself again.
Tax programs. Like H&R Block is like lobbying Congress to keep taxes overcomplicated so they can make money off of it.
I mean, it's not too hard to do taxes. I did H&R Block for the first time. That is what we do.
Okay, so Kitty said, ruffle, 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 ruffle. 1 to 10, 10 is the grovel.
That's the grovel. Look.
Is that like
I've never been to news. What is news?
I kind of like the...
They have pizza. What kind of food do they sell?
They have, kind of like a pizza place, but without that.
I'm not a big fan of pizza. Which is better, biology or
and they advertise a bunch of, so they have salad, pizza.
I feel like myself again.
Sounds like a pretty average pizza place. Do they have wings? A lot of pizza places also have wings for some reason. Does anyone here like wings with their pizza? I don't think I've ever been like, damn,
Wonder Woman to all my allies.
The Spectre is supposed to judge individual souls. For him to be assigning spirits to pass sentence for him means something is badly wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see, Kitty said no to wings.
No matter how many of these spirits we banish, the Reapers are creating more. The Sentinels believe we can use the spectral cores of these raging spirits to banish them. Lightkeeper Lee can tell you what they need.
Because some people, when they order pizza, they don't want some. They order them with some other things.
Specific things. I could do the pizza that matches everybody. It would be good. So
I'm not reading this with a normal pizza or whatever. And then Michelle has like at Station Rental or something, you buy it on a restaurant or something.
It would be interesting.
Vision before you just everyone goes to buy it.
Cookout's the move. What? I say Cookout's the move. I prefer Cookout.
Yeah, but we used to go to Sonic a lot.
We did. That's because it was like on the same road. I don't know if it's close or less turns.
What? I'm pretty sure it's closer than.
Cookout's like 1 turns away versus Sonic, which is just the same street. But you still gotta go down the street. Like, I don't know. Like, the ride. See when you get that car again.
I mean, maybe it's like wrong station right now. I guess I'm not thinking of what's going on.
I'd say from Station Metro to Cookout, it's not too long. Also, guys, after we finish, not this whole mission, but just this part of it, I gotta go.
Why about
oh, well, I'm already like fully vaccinated, and I'm doing the wait 2 weeks before you
you're building microchip. Good job, man.
But yeah,
sure. Why are we still what?
I disagree. I said sure, but I said it like a ton. I felt like
a ton.
But yeah, like 2 weeks I'll be like
Wait, on the where? What day?
2 weeks from the 8th, because the 8th is when I got my final shot. I'll be comfortable doing one-on-one.
Listen to hubris, mortal. It is the sound of dozens of mages lifting their voices to cast spells, and then screaming as their lives are ended.
So probably around by the time, like,
Did you run at super speed and jump hella far away? Or was that somebody else? Aw, damn, I'm sorry. I saw lightning. I was running. Okay. Oh, no, I'm bringing one down. I'm on my way. He's shooting me in the back. He stopped shooting me. Oh, there's another one shooting me. It's fine. I'm on my way. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm running a spectral analysis, no pun intended, on these manifestations. You're weirdly shadowed. I wonder, with Eclipse so free...
I still need to check out your Doctor Who video. I'm gonna check it out tonight.
Said yes, I had a good time.
Now is the true test of the Sentinel's plan. The Reapers were created by the Spectre to raise up souls to judge the living. And they must be destroyed. But to do so, you must come halfway to soul death yourself. Do not let death defeat you. See Lightkeeper Chandi Gupta and end this misguided punishment.
I hear Godzilla typing. Well, I don't hear him typing. I see him typing. I see
Glabala said Glabala, whoever he is.
Me? I'm here.
And I see Kiki typing. She might be getting ready to do this. Nope, she's hyping up the Doctor Who videos. She's like, check out Volt's Doctor Who videos. He's Volt number 2 on YouTube. But yeah.
Who's Volt number 1?
He lost his older account. He's just both Volts. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Peace, guys. And thank you all for hanging out. Check them out.